Hello everyone. Tonight I will be working on this Nakamichi DR-10. Alright, it's in okay shape, not ideal, some dirt needs to be cleaned, has a little bulge here, okay, but all in all it's tunes on, it rotates, good torque, good speed, rotates reverse, turn on playback mode, okay. Counter works, everything works. I've got this from eBay. It states that one channel is off and not playing well. However, when I just open the door, I immediately see that someone was playing with head positions and they are not aligned right away. Alright, so that would be, you see, they sit on the spring, so like looks like they're fine, but position I believe is off, and that's what we will be measuring right now. Let me get my mirror tape. Now let's see what will be happening. Let me pull it higher. Playback head looks to be sitting close to where it should be, but azimuth is off, I suppose. Let's see, this would be seen better. Okay. Oh, I saw the height is different, but everything sits not straight on my mind. Let me test it. Let's see how it will work. Yeah, I believe tape is a little bit off. I need to test it closely and see what's happening with the tape. And if someone was replacing the belts on this deck, so I would need to check both belts, tape transport, lubricate everything. And if everything will be fine in this area, then we will investigate what else. So let me start working on it and I see you in a moment. Okay everyone, I didn't do much yet. Just touches the head, it looks to be sits on the position and is placed right away. I just checked high frequencies. Both channels work, both channels on the oscilloscope work. Let me make it a little bit more reasonable. So you see, both channels here, levels, looks to be fine. Alright, fast forward, fine, rewind, fine. And to my surprise, it has the same nice, bold sound as a golden Nakamichi DR-10 had. It sounds exactly the same. So that's something now is confirmed. Initially I thought that probably it's due to some specific DR-10 I had, that it was sounding bold, like trying to remind older Nakamichis. This one confirms that all Nakamichi DR-10s have sound which is more in line with the earliest versions. It's not so digital, it's softer a little bit. It's still crisp, clear, and a little bit softer, more pleasant, like with older Nakamichis. Yeah, works, as you may see. Good quality, good frequencies. I would say I get it for a good price. Now still will open, still will work on it, still will fix this bulge here, make sure that it will be as good as it can be. All right, so see you in a moment. And I continue testing, and to my surprise the speed is very good. 2998, 2999, 996, 999, really stable. Sound says me like that it's around 0.07, 0.06. Still pretty good. Interesting where they did get this belt. I also was thinking more about the Nakamichi Sankyo tape transport and like Sankyo tape transport in overall. How light the belt, how light capstans, right? And what belts may work better. Then I use it ChatGPT. I try like to search as much as I can about the original belts for this tape transport. It states that original belt was 3.6 millimeters wide, and this has sense because like what is happening that to make tape tension between two capstans, right? One is running a little bit quicker, but the slipping should be happening on the capstan. So when rubber belt will slip, right? And if we put wide belts, as I did before, that may be a reason when belt would not be slipping on capstan, it will be holding it too tight. And then tape will start slipping on the left pinch roller because the tension is less than on the right, and it will be pulling it. And belt itself, if it's flexible, it may be playing like stretching. That's where we observe those a little bit elevated comparing to the wound flutter, comparing to the original specs. So what I did, I found the place and I ordered 3 millimeter wide belts, and I will try them on my DR-10s. And if it will work, I will make a video and will disclose where you can get these belts. Okay. All right, moving on. This is getting interesting. I would say that I paid a good price for this deck. Really, I'm surprised. Shipping was expensive, but it worth it. And as you may see, like pinch roller condition, it was not used much. And capstans are show somewhere. I would clean them and see how much it really is. Heads are like almost new condition. That's a grid. This latest Nakamichi's grid decks. If we bring them in the good shape, so they will last for years and years and years, because heads are been used like 20 years less than Nakamichi from 1980. Okay, the last Nakamichi's, which has been sold in the United States, I believe, 1998, 1999. This model, and it's 120 volt model, and the golden one, which is 220 volt, which I got, it's been sold in Malaysia and Asia region, and this been sold till 2003. So technically the youngest deck as of today is 23 years old. All right. Okay, moving on. Talking much, let me start do some business. All right, guys, I just completed tuning this deck. What I observed. Playback azimuth was off by 4 clicks. Record azimuth was off like 8 or 9 clicks. Really, really bad. Height of heads were good, so it works well. I clean it up everything, demagnetize it, and it works perfectly now. Playback level was +1 decibel, so I'm not sure who been tuning it. Levels here were off for normal and chrome tape. Metal was close, just a little bit tuned. Bias was like again like off by 1-2 decibels. Tune it up everything, all 3 tape types, works perfectly. Bias works, everything works here, no problem at all. Now I will do cleaning and this deck will be ready. I don't do measurements and don't film them anymore that much because I did it 100 times. You already seen, and you may trust me that everything I measure. So let's do example. Metal tape, type 4, recording 400 Hz, and it's source tape. Okay, 400. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 100, 4,000, 10,400 in phase perfectly well. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, perfectly in phase. 17.4, 18, 19, 20, starting to drop, right? 20.4. So up to like 19.5, 20 kilohertz. Records pretty well. What else I'm observed? You see there is a little bit of bias, right? That was the biggest change. The older decks from 1970s, they had a coil of 25, 35 millihenry. Okay, and they've been filtering bias perfectly well, but it raised the problem of conducting all high frequencies through this induction. And later models, like if you will take a look, the X7, Dragon, so on, they started to use 10.5 millihenry, and Sony and many other decks has been using 10.5, right? Records well, and it's 13.4, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Perfect deck. Works well. So if you will met Nakamichi DR-10 on sale in a good shape, that's the runner. The only that tape transport, from my experience, it's pretty hard to get a good belt which will not make a big wow and flutter. On these decks, I'm still experimenting. I tried tighter belts. They did not work that same well as wide belts. This one has a wide belt. I'm not sure. It sounds a little bit better. I didn't measure yet. I need to bring computer. But you see this belt is same 5mm wide. Okay, so same as I'm installing. All right. So I will be waiting. I ordered like a couple days ago the thin belts. Let's see if they will even improve further. As of now, I will be closing it, cleaning, and I will do test music recordings to see, compare with the one which I switched it to the solid polymer capacitors. All right, and I will let you know what the difference is. See you soon. That was request from one of the subscribers. Oh, you didn't measure, you didn't compare the sound. I will compare. All right, so standard capacitors versus solid polymer capacitors. Difference is not that big, but solid polymer gives like more linear response, and range is expanded both on the bass and on the highs, right? So sonically sounds differently. And completed. As you may see, I was perfectly well leveling this bulge. No, I just used my fingers. No tools, everything is fine. Clean and nice deck. All right, small scratch here on top. And all in all, it's pretty good deck. Plays well. Okay, fast forward quick. Rewind. Okay. The newer deck you have and the better condition it has, the more enjoyable it would be. Believe me. See you. Bye.